Work of the saints. Many saints like Chakradhar, Namdev, Jnaneshwar and Eknath lived in Maharashtra before Shivaji was born. They preached the virtue of kindness, service, non-violence, sacrifice, generosity, equality and brotherhood. So, the first saint, Sri Chakradhar Swami. Sri Chakradhar Swami was originally a prince from Gujarat. He became an ascetic and wandered over to Maharashtra. He moved all over Maharashtra preaching the principle of equality. The sect he established is called Mahanubhav sect. Memorable incidents from his life have been compiled in a book titled Leela Charitra. Then, Sant Namdev. Sant Namdev was a great devotee of Vitthal. He lived in the village Narsi. He composed numerous songs in praise of God, performed kirtans everywhere and brought about general awakening among the people. He travelled all over Maharashtra with Jnaneshwar. Even now, some of his devotional songs are found in the religious book of the Sikhs, Guru Granth Sahib. His songs are still sung all over Maharashtra with great love and devotion. Then, Sant Jnaneshwar. Sant Jnaneshwar was 5 years younger than Sant Namdev. His family belonged to Apegao. He was born in 1275 AD. Nivrittinath and Sopandev were his brothers. Muktabai was his sister. Bigoted men of the time used to look down upon these children because they were the offspring of a sannyasi. Their father took sannyas and retired from worldly life. As a sannyasi, he left home. But later on, obeying the order of his guru, he returned home and started living with his wife. Their 4 children were born afterwards. The narrow-minded religious leaders did not think it right that a sannyasi should have children. People persecuted these children and banished them from their community. Once Jnandev went round the town begging for alms, but no one would give him any alms. He had to listen to abusive language instead. Young Jnandev was deeply pained by this incident. He entered his hut, locked the door from inside to grieve over his lot. Muktabai came and knocked at the door. She said, "Open the door, Jnaneshwar. How can we remain drowned in our own sorrow? Who will then look to the welfare of the world?" These words of his sister gave new hope to Jnandev. He forgot his personal sorrow and started his work. Jnaneshwar went among the people and taught them to have faith in God, give equal treatment to all, help those in trouble and allay their misery. This was the gist of his advice to the people. In those days, all religious teachings was confined to Sanskrit books. Ordinary people did not understand Sanskrit. Jnaneshwar wrote his outstanding book Jnaneshwari in Marathi. It thus opened wide for his people the doors of knowledge, where he preached the ideal of brotherhood among all men. At a very early age, at Alandi near Pune, Jnandev took samadhi, that is, put himself in a trance from which he never came out. On the 11th day of Ashad and Kartik, thousands of pilgrims go to Alandi to visit the samadhi. Then, Sant Eknath. Sant Eknath carried on the work started by Sant Namdev and Sant Jnaneshwar. He lived in Paitan. He preached that the way to reach God was through devotion, Bhakti Marga. He wrote numerous religious songs, that is, abhangs, ovis and bharuds. His advice to the people was not to accept any distinction of high and low. His love extended even to the dumb animals. One day, he was going to the river Godavari for a bath. It was noon and very hot. The sand bed along the riverside was very hot too. He heard the crying of a child sitting on the hot sand. He rushed to him and looked around for the child's parents. He picked up the child in his arms, wiped his tears and reached him home. In this way, by his personal example, Eknath impressed the message of love and equality on the minds of the people. Then Sant Tukaram. Tukaram came from Dehu near Pune. He owned a grocery shop. His forefathers used to lend money to the needy people. But Tukaram drowned in the river Indrayani all the record of loan papers he had, thus giving relief to many. On the 11th day, Ekadashi of the month of Ashad and Kartik, he would go to Pandharpur. He wrote devotional songs, abhangs, performed kirtans. Shivaji Maharaj also attended his kirtans. Sant Tukaram preached to the people about the virtues of pity, forgiveness and peace of mind. He also gave them the message of equality. He alone is a saint and God dwells with him who calls the weak and the downtrodden as his own. He impressed this truth on the minds of the people. We hear people proclaiming Gyanba Tukaram, the names of the two great saints, every day. Then Samartha Ramdas. At the same time, the hills and valleys of Maharashtra were filled with the echoes of Jai Jai Raghuvir Samartha, an invocation constantly on the lips of the great Saint Ramdas. Ramdas was born at Zamb on the banks of the Godavari in Marathwada. His birthday falls on Ram Navami, the day on which the great hero Ram was born. Narayan was his real name, but he preferred to call himself Ram Das, the servant of Ram. Through his great book Das Bodh, he taught men the ways of good life. Through his Manache Shlok, he gave people lessons in good thoughts and good conduct. To popularize the worship of strength, he raised the temples of Hanuman, the god of strength. He taught them to organize themselves and fight against injustice. This gave courage to the people. The work of these saints brought about a great awakening among the people.